Do not let Albany threaten you. Do not be afraid of their lawsuits. We've got your back, Board of Education. We are here for you.
Mr. Martel, we are conducting business with the board. You will be silent or you will be escorted out. Your choice. And that goes for anybody else in the audience.
Can you escort us all?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a consent agenda. All in favor? All in favor? Aye. Okay. Garrett's on the back. Garrett's on the back. Stand firm. And you guys, stand firm.
Going back.
We're going to stand with you. Stand firm, please. Stand firm. Okay, this time, in accordance with the notice given in the September 13th, 2023 board meeting agenda, I move to rescind the resolution from the August 9th, 2023 Board of Education meeting related to the Library Materials Review Committee's decision to retain books in the junior-senior high library that were objected to by community member Jacob Marpatel. Rescinding this resolution will have the effect of canceling the board's vote to remove the challenged books.
Board.
Do I have discussion? Does anybody have anything to say about this?
Speak up.
Predators.
It's illegal. Pornography is illegal.
Predators.
Okay, I have something I want to say.
Please do. Please. You just screwed all the yours.
I personally think having these books in our school library is just abhorrent to me. I don't know how many of you have read the books. I will admit I did not. But I heard enough when Mr. Marpatel read excerpts.
Judgment of God.
And I don't know of any parent in their right mind who would not object to having our 13, 14, 15-year-old students, so their own children and grandchildren, read graphic descriptions of tasting and swallowing semen, for example. That kind of stuff has no business in our public, in our school.
Amen!
I appreciate your support, but I must ask that you be silent or you will be escorted out. Okay. As a Christian, I am very much opposed to these books. As a mother, a grandmother, I am very much opposed to these books. But I am an elected official, and as Jen read her swearing in today, we all said that we would follow the Constitution of the United States and the state of New York. While I personally believe government is interfering in school businesses way too much, because we have to put aside our personal feelings and we have to vote like a jury. What is legal? Is it legal to write trash like that? Yes. Is it legal for people, including students, to read trash like that? Yes.
Cite the law that says it's legal.
Is it legal? Excuse me. Is it legal for that to be in the school library?
No. Cite the law. If you're going to claim it's legal, cite the law.
I am
What is the law
aware
code?
of what the penal code is.
Then say it to me.
Would you please escort him out? We have to vote like a jury. What is legal? Legal doesn't necessarily mean it's right. I move to approve the following. Oh, that's right. So we need to vote. We have a second on the rescission motion. Do we, so now it's time to vote?
Stand firm.
We have to
Stand firm.
Roll call vote.
We're with you.
Roll call vote.
There's children.
Oh, we need a motion for it to be a roll call vote.
Make a motion.
They are not 18 years old.
Made by Jack, seconded by Debbie. All right. Doreen?
Mrs. DiPaolo? Yes or no? Yes. Mr. DiPaolo, yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Elwood, yes or no?
No.
Thank you. Mrs. Large, yes or no?
Yes.
Mrs. Melbone, yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Sloan, yes or no?
Yes.
Mrs. Sullivan, yes or no? President Nancy, yes or no?
Well, since the vote has already passed, I'm going to vote my conscience, not legal, and I'm going to say no. I will not vote this. All right. So, the motion, the vote is 6 to 2. The motion carries. So the motion has been rescinded. We have a new motion.
Everything for a moment. I began to slide and began to fall. I tried to This is pornography, guys.
Child grooming.
You can't take it.
Child grooming.
I move to approve the following resolution.
How dare you?
You may leave.
You're under obligation to God, not to your state.
I don't know.
You did not.
Child grooming.
Whereas the junior senior high school library, the library, is accessible to students and contains various multimedia for student use, and whereas amongst other works of fiction, the following novels are available in the library: All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson,
That's a
Red
filthy
Hood
book.
Pilot washing his hands after
I'm glad you know that.
Jesus
Predators.
Land by Julia Shears, and People Kill People by Ellen Hopkins, hereinafter called The Challenge Materials.
Predators.
Whereas the district received an objection and request for review from a resident regarding the content and nature of these challenged materials, and a request that they be removed from the library.
Any of you have children in school?
And whereas the superintendent of schools formed a library
Pedophile.
materials review committee, hereinafter the committee, as required under Board Policy 8330 to review the challenged materials that were the subject of criticism. And whereas the committee reviewed the challenged materials and prepared a written report recommending the challenged materials remain in the library. And whereas the district residents commenced an appeal of the committee's decision to the board pursuant to Board Policy 8330. And whereas the board initially considered this appeal at its August 2023 board meeting and voted against a motion to retain the challenge.
You can buy your kids the book if you want. Not a whole school.
The board finds the procedures set forth in Board Policy 8330 regarding objections to instructional materials were followed by the superintendent of schools and the committee. The committee's report indicates a review of the materials in accordance with
Read it to your kids tonight for a bedtime story.
articulated by the board in Policy 8320. And the board finds no basis to disturb the committee's consensus to retain the challenge materials in the board's library material review to retain the challenge materials in the library that were objected to by community member Jacob Marketel, and accepts the stipulations placed on each book by the committee regarding appropriate shelving and labeling, which are as follows.
Porn section.
All books titled be appropriately shelved as a young adult novel, which indicated on the outside cover of the book. It ends with us, which will be Jesus Land. Title will be appropriately shelved.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
It's not born again.
People will be title will be appropriately shelved as a young adult novel. The outside cover of the book. I need a second.
Terrible things fall to the hands of the living God. You're going to stand before him someday, everyone here, pure and holy and righteous.
Repent of your sins and believe in Jesus Christ. Repent of your sins and believe in Jesus Christ.
Oh, did you have a discussion?
I took it upon myself, and I don't think in the Friday meeting that we had, that we discussed the penal code, New York State Penal Code 235-21. Okay.
Sorry, can you say that again, please? I can't hear.
The reason I voted the way I voted is because of the law. Okay, you take it on your own, you can go talk to any attorney you want to.
The law doesn't trump morality.
And
Is
so,
there any other board discussion?
Can you read it, please?
Do you read the law?
Read the law.
They don't want to read it.
It's a superintendent law.
It would be helpful if you guys had microphones.
Read the law.
Let them read
This
it.
motion is to accept the committee's recommendation.
No.
Yes.
No.
Mr. DePaulo, yes or no?
You are all replaceable. You're voted in by the people.
Have a revote, take a vote before you lose your positions on the board. Take a revote.
Yeah, take a
Vote
revote.
yourself now.
Mr. Sloan?
Yes.
Disgusting.
You're given a chance to preserve decency.
President Yancey? Yes or no?
You said you were a Christian, don't you dare vote yes.
You ever stood for anything?
You can still be saved.
You ever stood for anything? You ever stood for advisory?
Vote is 62, the books will be returned and shall as.
Rumors!
This is from a kid.
Okay. If anybody has questions from tonight's proceedings, please submit them to Mr. Hayden, and he will give a report on them at our next meeting.
You're a predator.
Howard Cook's
Okay, so I have a motion to
Second.
All in favor?